Hello everyone, one more week of the light languages and collective healing intentions. I'm Ismael Rodriguez. I speak the light languages and I also interpret the light languages. Our mission here is to spread the light languages in the world, and we use the light languages to support intentions, collective intentions as we say, supporting humanity in these times of ascension and also the planet. I do hypnotherapy, quantum hypnotherapy, for those who are going through huge changes. I'm gonna leave my details under the video if you need to some support about these incredible changes that are happening to all of us through this period of ascension. That's what I do. That's my specialty, and I love doing that and supporting everyone in the world. With me is Naida. Naida is my cousin. She doesn't speak English, but she understands it because her higher self communicates straight away to her. She also does these portals. She will talk about this portal later on. I don't even know myself what does it mean. She keep that secret even for me now. So I will ask her later, and then I will explain you everything that portal means. She has this ability to see them in front of her. Naida also interpret the light languages. She has that ability as well. When she channels these portals, she also gets messages. So if she gets any, I will also translate into English those messages for the whole world. Hello, Wilma. Nice to see you. Naida is one of the ambassadors. Erin is another one. Erin, would you like to introduce yourself a little bit? Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. So my name is Erin and I'm in Ontario, Canada. I studied Reiki for a few years, and really I started to learn with just different energy healing techniques. And then the light language has been another layer on top of that, where now I'm kind of blending the two. So doing energy healing and light languages kind of together, and it's made a huge impact on me, and I'm now sharing it with others. So I've joined the ambassadors here just at the very end of 2020, so I'm happy to be here. So thank you all so much.
Thank you, Erin. Maria.
Hello everybody, my name is Maria. I'm from Oxford, England, and about me, I practice Reiki, and I'm also a shamanic practitioner, and I use sound music and instruments with my healings, and I'm fairly new to light language, finding my way and enjoying exploring it with this lovely group.
Thank you, Maria. She's been for more than a year now.
Really? Already?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, already, love. Already.
I still feel like I'm in my diapers, you know, still.
Yeah, because the last year passed like this.
Wow.
She came in the beginning of 2020, and then she got the activations in this group, and then yeah, from there, yeah, we took over, and she joined the light languages ambassadors. Inanna.
Hello everyone, my name is Inanna, and that's my first week here as an ambassador, right?
Yeah.
I'm so happy to join you guys, and last week was so beautiful energy. I enjoyed every moment of being here with you, and I channel all the light languages. It's just coming through, always changing, always shifting, and whatever guides have for there to bring on, it's usually coming through. And primary, I'm working with shamanic frequencies, and I'm myself a shaman and medicine woman and intuitive artist. I'm bringing light goals through my art as well. And yeah, that's pretty it. I love you all so much and so happy to be here. You are awesome.
Thank you, Nanda. So let's start with let's start with the meditation first, and then we do some blessings one by one. So whenever you are ready, Nana, we are in your hands.
Okay. First week as ambassador and first week meditation from Minan. I will do like a short and sweet meditation that I usually do to connect to my source of power, and I believe you will enjoy that. So whenever you're ready, just close your eyes. Have your palms open resting on your lap, and just relax. Just start to feel your body. And start to breathe slower and deeper into your belly. And from your belly, when you exhale, exhale into your heart. And let's do a couple of cleansing breaths to leave everything behind. Just breathe in with your nose and exhale with your mouth and make a sound. Just feel how the day, everything before this call and going to be after, leaving you with this breath. Just allow yourself to sound. And now I'm inviting you to bring your awareness and your focus into your heart center. And just connect to threefold flames of your heart. Just see threefold flames of your heart. Blue flame, pink flame, and golden flames. The three colors, primal colors of your sacred heart, dancing in your heart center now. And with your breath, expand and grow these flames, the energy of your heart, until it reaches the size of your body. Just see yourself sitting inside the energy of your heart. And expand it even further until it reaches 6 feet apart in each direction, creating a sphere of your heart energy now. And just imagine, play with your imagination. Imagine these colors dancing, mixing, and you are safe now, sitting in your heart energy. And it's so soothing and loving. There's nothing else. And it just slowly starts spinning this heart energy in clockwise direction, kind of like a universe. Give yourself an energy cleanse. And with your breath, when you breathe in into your heart, through your lower chakras, expand this light of your heart down to the core of Gaia. Just feel, see, imagine, intend this energy go down to the core of Gaia, connecting to your crystalline grid within the center of the planet. Just connect to her loving energy now. As we now ask Mother Gaia, Sophia, Nova Gaia, connect us all to the new Earth crystalline grid, all the ones in the go now and in the future. And just breathe from here, up into your heart through your lower chakras. This silver energy, like chromium energy, accession energy from Gaia. And through your upper chakras, breathe it up to the source, through the central sun, or through the many moons and many suns, to the source, infinite source of gold and diamond energy. Just imagine yourself intent connecting to the ocean of energy and drink from this source. Just imagine how a waterfall of energy running down, golden light running down through your upper chakras, into your heart, and through your heart back to Mama Gaia, your column of light. And breathe like that from here through your heart to source, from source through your heart to Mama Gaia. Find your base, find your rhythm. Just allow yourself to connect. And just intend with this connection to clear your energy fields now, to align you now with the highest timeline for your pure and organic ascension. And when you in your heart now, and breathe from your heart up, imagine yourself for just for a moment lifting up to the temple, lifting up to the God Source Presence Communion Temple. It's already set up for all of us now. Just with your imagination, create this temple where we go all the time. It's a huge temple made of crystals, a lot of light and beautiful energy and sound waves. And just imagine a huge crystal in the center of this temple. And we always come into this crystal to connect, to cleanse, to align. Just come closer to this crystal now. And start breathe from this crystal. Breathe in from the crystal and breathe out to the crystal. Take and give and receive. And with this connection to this crystal, you are connecting to all of us. We are connecting as one now. With all the ones who ever talked light language before, whoever was doing spiritual work, we are connecting to all that is. And our guides greeting us, and Divine Mother, and Divine Father, and angels, archangels, galactic shamans, high councils, elementals, spirit animals, our higher self and karmic void, our session council, our beloved guides and cosmic cousins. All of us, source of our energy, our power, our family, joining us in the temple, and they're gracefully ready to share light codes through us as we are the vessel of God. Just open yourself to this connection and merge with all that you are. And intend to remain this connection to this temple through this call. And slowly bring your back into this here and now, into your place, and open your eyes whenever you're ready, and know that you are protected, you are guided. We are, with our family of light, ready to serve, ready to shine. Aha.
Thank you very much, Inanna. That was very beautiful. Very beautiful. Thank you. Alright, so we are going to continue with a blessing. He nakum is in arukum ma arkite isinere ki maisana ina ahaina mako estenere ki isurumu kurukus in tamara katasta naramakuste isitere ki astamarakut intarama katastenna ikintamastikiti ki atua estenaki kukuata Enara mahata ise. Esharanakusni mine. Ianakuhataine. Hineta maisha maika. Ihatuku muku ise. Aramakumata. Iseneta kuma. Istitenia mata ise. Ianaruma esi ana. Ona kainihi anakura maise. Anahana kumase. Anahana kumase. Ananaka masue nekiasu. Now waiting.
Eo sono ea, seteo toe, shateo tokia, sio choetea. Seteo toe, setekia, nianaya shoea, sio toea, si te kiono esia, teo toe kia, teo shoea, si shono esia, te kiono esia, teo shoetea. Shatia teo shokatai ono esia teo shokatai naya shoea. Shoea sia te kia shia teo toea seo shoea seo toea. Ya teo toea si o toea si o toe. Se teo shoea nyanaya shoea sia teo toea ki. Keo no esia toe sheo no esia tea kio no esia teo shoe tea sho. Shokia seo toe teo shotoea sio tokia nyanaya shoea. Shotokia sio toea seo so tea shoketayo no esia. Shokia nyanaya shotoe.
Thank you, Eddie.
Sinia kalim ku kwasyo kwali kai kuzinia na mala kui. Kulo kui ni ati akasini ko balia. Ku ati kui ni kalim kui si balo. Kui akuni kola kini kui sini. Ui kui sini apa kui te bali. Kulo kui ni pa kui ni apa. Vì nhóm mà dù gì ni khu lý ni khi ni thì nhóm mù ni khá lý ni bà. Ô miêu chú cả xin nhô bà. Cô ni khá lý ni kia khung gư. Cô ni cả cơ bài. Cô gì ni bà lý rì. Uno pa ka jiti ba loro ine pa kaine. Un pa kaite anana kupaine. Sui coloro ite ba kushiniti. Koyoto omo sialikai. Koinopa kusui kala kikuto komoko ikese. Oro ine ba lo rikana. Umpaka ushane kote bala rintete. Kusui ne ba loro ine banana kutta paka ishine ala rikese.
Thank you, Nana. Maria. You're muted, my lovely. Now.
Yamaka Yayayayamayariyo, Yamakashki Makashia, Omayashki, Ya, Okakamiyashki, Omiyakariyo, Pia, Omiyakiashi, Yaki, Yakia, Yashia, Omia, Yashi, Ishtiashio, Omyakia, Itia, Omyashi, Omyakiari, Rupiakia, Umyashti, Body.
Beautiful. Thank you, Maria. And then Istawa.
Greeting, beautiful sister, brothers. Nayata shui yala nasa mayata ayata iyata mayata shi ayata onata amata ayata ayata la yanata sa yata mayata shu ayanata ayata amaizo yala na isha wayata komayata sa we namayata la naka mayata shu ayata mayanasa we are not that shu we are not sa ayakamayala na yatu shu ayada anayanata masahaya mayata we are not malayata ayumana sa hayata shu amayata ta ayata ta amayata ta another somayata ta ayana na sa ayala mayata uyana masa ayata uya ayata amasi yana ayamanasi Aisha.
Nice. Thank you.
It was so activating. It was so activating. Thank you.
L.
Hi. Oh my gosh, thank you in advance for today. Holy, it's already so powerful. Can't wait. Ha shao ha bash go sha ha is shut dosh gabashi tora shauch hash gota sha hua a sharu sha wash go shao dosh gao xia hua hash doa besho xia gosh da ishura xia hura ha gosh da shura yo xia no shinama hiatu da shinama koda xiao dush da shinama kachira kotora das dush da shinama hu da dosh hash gosh dashina mokotara dirdora sha gosh hash dosh gash ush.
Beautiful, thank you. Arilla. Would you like to go for a blessing?
Did you mean Aria?
Yeah.
Shaya sato aito naya tuaya konaya o hayo na shaya tuan tuan yaroko shayo soto yang akiang sarone ya 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 Sana no no re re yang tuala na re 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 Shiataya poni kiara kia sate derekia ungia she. Siana niara kia. Kuanane anayo shaite nakai. Nini wa sate te ara le ni ania uri ke le ko ni sto ko tu ala ke te no wana ira ne ya sto to do a erro no ni ara ya sate te ra ne ya sto to ke ya oni ya sto to ko ni ya sto ko wa ke sto to ko ro ki erro to be sta ke te ra ke ya te ya ko ki ni ni ke te to ko wa te ni Seete adoko ale esa eleo ni grush titi ala cabeza de gumia. Gosh.
Thank you, Aria.
Thank you, sister. My body in complete heat, honestly. Some major activation. Thank you.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Beautiful. Now it's Mandy. Mandy D.
Emoshimete remostiki. Ipotale mieso. Mianatore mi kinesia. Araimote reremote remisia notore miashania. Inashania nya 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 no. Aranete, corashante lero vuoto. Sedere como sederemi, e motoremisia atalatia, e shimotorinia, alnianotia, acasetia, alamitia moto, amoto, ariantoto, canasia omolenisia, aremonisia, amonanisia, emoshiminia, amoshominia, arotuko sela tura, lavegno, anasano torenieta, elenoso, anaya, ore miesi o shondora, asatai musimetere, kudure mitiala ashemo torkimu, esempo toleremo sotemo oremi, i puriganisiti alavudure mita atore mikitia asati, mirdoshe, arakina and arkinia, utonamakina, osotele mitio, ole mititio, aremitio tu colata potosti mitia, ayana toto, atala, miatania. Osso na sigilitia are motoria, ole misikitia are materio, ochakani katia, akastukuto, akoto oto, mianosore, ashania.
Thank you, Mandy. That's wonderful as well. Very beautiful. Wow.
Wow. I just recently remember myself being connected to the same stream. Like when you start singing, I'm like, oh, I sang this song. Like so cool how it's like sometimes like matching. Like awesome. I love it a lot. Thank you.
Beautiful. Wilma.
Oh, haven't we started with a big bang this morning? Si andorando, herando anaya, andore, amantue, sondriando eniatai, amantuendo si shukutadantore enewe. Andorishna atagroine tohai, si ondori andoro kishkatagrania to hanewete, shantoane at ashtutuk anakotishteteweta, shahamanatia. Thank you.
Thank you, Wilma. Thank you. Wow, that's beautiful. I feel already so high. You are beautiful beings, and you are channeling also beautiful beings as well. That's amazing. Very nice. So let's start with the intentions for the ones who have come for the first time, and for those who are watching the video. We do intentions, we support these intentions. The intentions can be with and about anything. It can be to support yourselves. They can be to support humanity, the planet, other beings that you feel love, anything at all. And I will go one by one in the screen. The first one in the screen is Naida, so I will ask her for her intention first.
Mi intención es mandar energía a la humanidad para ayudarla a disipar el miedo. El miedo que hay a la economía, el miedo que hay con la salud, el miedo en general.
So her intention is to send love to all humanity, to dissolve fear in terms of dealing with the economy and all the difficulties that we are going through in the planet, all the changes we are having and everything, especially to remove that fear that blocks us from evolving and ascending. So that's Naida's intention. So we all speak light languages here, so whenever you like, unmute yourselves, and then we do it all at once, the transmission supporting this intention. So whenever you're ready, start, feel free. If I stop my channeling, doesn't mean that you need to stop your channeling. So let that come out from you as long as is needed. So this, a free space to express yourselves, all of you, and to support these wonderful intentions that we all need in this planet. So whenever you're ready, go for it. Yetinia mahu maistine matu maistene meakun. Sinamakun maistena maisten maisto morukun maistena. Kuhata mastina mahum mastenerekun mastenara masum. Ishenere kintana kuntai tamamae.
Ora shakatakatira kotakana makati, kotakata
Shonara makantana
shikapakati,
kuntene taisen.
shikapakati, kotakata, yuto shao.
Urena kahuma mamaena huma sena maum. Kanana maum maenae. Shumataku hati kasha naramaku sentaite.
Yes.
Hurenaki shenarama. Suntarena kamata stentarene. Pianamati senaye.
Shikapaki, kotakana makata, shikapakotakana mahai, hu, shai, yuto, shashi, tu, kataka. Kotakana makata, kotakana makata,
Ina mahumos taisi metaimo. Napana momain. Shone namahun namakne naraum. Hunieta namamantunere. Shora maharan norom. Inanatushin. Araho mainao. Inehaye
Shin Hawati. Situ Antore Indroe.
Ora shana makati kotora
Shintrana Tukshkina Mai. Situ Androe Endo Kuko Kashishka Ando. Shishka Andrea Shi. Andro Situ to Andro Endo Kishka Kakaka Kishka Andrea. Bonita Heniati and to shoot Anna. Shanto Ai. Shanto Andro Endoha.
katana makati kata itu rasa katana makati koto Oyatana moshia kutana maka. Dokata shikata kutara maka katekuto shapatira kutora. Asuna mokotara sha. Bashia kotora mahito kota. Kahota kashika pokota ya tu. Asuna maka. Doshi kotara maka. Matotora bashia.
Yana humma hashuro si amuruma. Yana Now it's heading.
You know, sorry, I'm not muted, am I? No. Okay.
No.
Honestly, I just wanted to thank Inanna for that beautiful meditation, and I received so much healing just from that alone. And just because there's so many of us on today, I'm going to go ahead and just pass my intention along. But thank you all so much. Yeah.
Thank you, Erin. Thank you. Thank you. And if you also had any experience during the transmission, you are very welcome to share it with the group, because wonderful things come through when we do that. Many times we experience that some in the group get something, another person in the group gets something else, and then we put it together, and that is an amazing message for all. And so, as I said before, this is a place to express anything you want, anything you feel. So feel free to say, hey, I have something to say, and then I'll let you go ahead. Inanna, do you want to say something?
Yeah, I have intention, if you guys don't mind. I feel like I would love us to bring healing, to reduce mind manipulation for the collective from any dream state, and like in total, kind of like to create a powerful shield around everyone's mind, you know, because I feel like we all need it, you know, and I know that we are so powerful and it will work for many, many people together.
Thank you, Nana.
Yeah.
Thank you. And to say that in the previous intentions, I saw spirals, I saw blue light, green lights, massive love around the planet, getting to every one of us and removing the frequencies of fear. And this intention from Inanna go hand on hand with the intention with Naida, and then I think we will proceed continuing with this cleansing and putting away all those dark energies that are creating
So
that
much
fear.
now, so much now, guys. We are
Yeah.
warriors.
Yeah.
And my first intention was about fear. So she just
She
done
took it away from you.
for me.
Dice Naida que la quitaste la intención.
I'm sorry.
No, it's good.
Yeah, get used to Naida. Naida's always making her beautiful jokes. No matter in what language she does. So yes, whenever you're ready, go ahead with start with your light languages.
Let's just take maybe a couple of breaths together and just breathe this intention into your heart.
Yipak hopa surmak ark ust arkitark marak isurk marak ark ust it marak ahura sintarak urk itaramak aruma es int eki ehiakura makahurak at isin naramak mata ist inarak orama Irk iki ehianna maka ata ant ehi itamai.
Kame palo ringes. Yitiba.
Tuhma. Hi inaramakus in ehi te inaramakuhamate. Sinaramakumata. Era nakuhaise. Ora namaha I inamakuma. Ana tume es ina mama tume di ina amatuma ita maitani ita mama ina matuma tita tani ina matuma mama ina ina mama ina ana maa
Sukotana makatoa.
Ina ana ma es o mama este ina mama
Shakasuru ai ne entre ai na ai shahata na yete. Ewa heta na ai eta he. Chandro endro yanda hai nro te henro yende. Jevara jere shikara nuta ishindoro yenda ha. Metterandi andoro ishna hawaritendo ko jedi ko do de dia do jedi no ko jedi de duwa.
Sana pusien sana maha.
Andra hontra yanda jedi shikara ko do yesu no do endo hai shindo do he no e.
Ina hai gana.
Siu doro de ato ashka ndoro hata. Shiata wana do e shuko do e no tare do jedi de da jedi do kata shikata.
Ina hai na hamanu mukulne. Ina na kulina rangna.
Sutro naro. Etra saharo e ando ko pasiste kika koto kashikoto ka ene. Shuto anara isha naro isha to tara shuto to ar shikana makia to hashito. Siya yana.
Saranu.
Sito anato e.
Orina haina humus
Hatia, hatia, aremi, teo hatia, latia, oremi aga tuore, iteamo so ore, knatia, arkete, ore, io ore, ai, ore, mi pare, ah, ai, sai, io no, aiatore, chiaiatore, io ono ore, aki, ania, ore,
Shurmaha turmaha tumma istana mahum. Shurnarte narukumpa. Ikamakuro nutusho rono mahai. Shurana mahara nus.
Shoto kenaya soto ea nianaya sho.
Kirna Sohoyana. Ayashu. Ayam Masaya Tarana. Ayatu Mayana. Ayatu Mayanasa. Ayam Masuya Chaya. Ayatanara Yatama. Ayamalaya Malayata Yaranasa. Yataya Natamayani Ziyana. Ayatala Takayata. Asayata
Sioroma kumasite. Yaramano manariki yarum. Saran atakin namaram. Saran aram aisitin tarekiu. Hanarma te hupu nukumahata. Inaraka untukus in akort atus. Haramai sinekia. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, one of the messages that I receive is to don't focus that much in the performance, but focus all your love in the intentions. Because this is what the collective needs at this point. At some point, we can get, once we do all the things, coming back to that, once we do the intentions, they say prioritize the intentions, and then we do any play, we play as long as you want, and if you want to stay more hours, I'm happy to stay and play with all of you. But yes, I received that message, which is the reason why originally this group was created, which was to support the planet and the ascension as a whole, all together. So I got a confirmation about that, very, very, very powerful. And then this group is open later on to any combination of light languages, even conversations between each other. Also, like I get that message very often in the Spanish and Portuguese group, when you meet in this group, let's take it also like an opportunity to meet the people who come to the group, and you can also do collaborations together. I mean, I keep receiving this call about and these messages about you should start doing more and more collaborations all together. I mean, meeting, doing videos, expanding your powers and love to the planet, doing music, anything that you like creating together with other people. So your own groups, anything that means love and expressions, and anything that can support this planet in ascension. Another thing I found interesting is that Mandy started talking a light language that one from my Spanish and Portuguese group speaks also. She's called Susana. Naidas also know her. And she speaks that light languages that I heard from all the people I meet every week. So it's nice to hear from someone who comes from an English-speaking world or planet or country to hear the same language that from someone who comes from the north of Spain is so beautiful. Another thing that proves that this is so universal, so amazing, and this proves that light languages are here independently of where we come from, and they just come through as channels that we all are. This was another wonderful and very powerful transmission. I saw again a lot of healing. It was like a continuation to me of the vision that I had before. It's like where I left it, I continued at the same point, seeing the same lights protecting the planet. Also, I saw interesting faces from interesting entities that they try to intervene. They were not coming with the most beautiful energy, and they were put away very nicely from with the light. They were sort of reflected. They were trying to come in, and they were reflected. So it was more, to me, was like a representation of what we are doing as we unite our powers, which is create those wonderful shields of love, saying enough of what you are doing. There are antennas in many places. There are antennas around the world sending frequencies. I am capable to listen to them when I'm in my meditations or when I go to astral. But lately, I get to listen to them very consciously, and they do a sound like wow, 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 that type of sound, and they are very, very nasty frequencies. So it was interesting because when I started listening to these antennas, a few days later, I did a quantum hypnosis session to a gentleman from Mexico, and the first lifetime that he started bringing, as he was getting into the hypnosis state, was a lifetime as a giant, and the first thing he started talking about was about antennas, that they are in this planet and in many places around the universe. And he and his race, this giant race, a multidimensional race, they were huge, 9 feet, 16 feet, and 19 feet tall. They could change the form, shapeshifters. They had the ability as well, and one thing that they were doing for humanity was that to remove these antennas for us, for humanity, and for all the beings in the universe and universes. That's their role. They go with that power, with that strength, and then they literally destroy them. So these beings that I saw in this vision, they come from these races who set up these antennas, and I could see in that vision that with our light languages we are creating that shield of the waves don't get any longer here, and that you can do that during your meditation, during your spare time, also to help these beings and unite to the world. You are incredible goddesses and gods, and all together, if we put a little bit of that intention every day, we also help a lot this planet to don't get that influenced by these horrible waves that they are just trying to stop us from what we are doing, from ascending. And they know that we are ascending, and that's why they are putting all their efforts to block us, to stop us from ascending. But they are the ones who are really in the weak point. They are taking a lot of energy from us, but they are not. For those who wonder if they are winning, they are not winning at all. Actually, they are trembling, really, seeing that something that is meant to happen is going to happen. And so they are trying to put all their technology there to put us down. So every day also for yourselves and for humanity, I invite you, I get that call very often from my guides to tell people to start doing also individually, also in the groups, and whenever you can, send that energy to protect the humanity and the planet and yourselves. We are all in the same boat. So yeah, saying that, have you had any experience you would like to share?
Yeah, I would like to share. It's very similar. So I know of those antennas. So thank you for bringing that up. That's very cool. Kind of confirms a lot. And so that's kind of like looking at like this kind of material physical world that we're living in and the interruptions that are happening in the outer world. And the message I received was about what's going on in the inner world. And I don't know if I'm going to do a very good job describing it, but it was a powerful message about how the only darkness is duality within us, not necessarily out in the world, but within us. It's like so the only darkness is duality, and basically the only thing, like all matter and we, us, ourselves, we're all created from sound and light. There is no darkness. It's an illusion, and it's an illusion that we give power to, and so we create it with this duality within us. And so we can kind of work with these concepts a little bit internally, and we'll see the reflection in the outside world. So it's about doing that inner work, and then our external world will be reflected back to us, these changes. And what they showed me was like a very dark stadium or a very dark theater, and it's dark, dark, dark. But since darkness is an illusion and it's just like a lack of light, if you just turn on one light bulb, one light, or light one candle, you see everything. This is it. It's like darkness doesn't really exist. If you take clumps of darkness and throw it at the light, it does nothing. The light just lights it up. And so we're all light, basically. This is the message. We're all light. And so the darkness that we think is there isn't. And so if we can just turn on our light fully without being like interrupted by this illusion, we just shine, everything else gets illuminated around us too.
Thank you, Erin. Thank you. Another thing I like to add to that, it's not because it's incomplete, just because it goes also, it connects to what Erin said. These frequencies and all these things they send, they send it to play with our logical mind. So anything you're going through, do not try to process it with your logical mind, because there is where they play with yourself. You need to really go to your heart when you're going through difficulties. You need to really, really go. I urge you to go straight to your heart. It's like a shortcut to prevent anything from happening to you. Because from the moment that you start like, oh my God, what is happening to me, blah, 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 and then you start in a thought process to, that's it, they got you. Because this is not this is based, these attacks are based on playing with your logical mind, but they cannot get to your heart. They cannot. The way they work is they play with your mind, and then our thoughts create the pain, the problems, the issues,
and just to add to that, that's exactly it. Like our brain has two sides to it. The duality is there, it's present in the mind. Exactly. So what Ismail is saying is that when you drop into your heart, that's unity, that's the oneness, consciousness. So the no so it goes hand in hand.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I have to add something to it, and it's a bit different. And that's why we get together, to bring different perspective. Because I was like, since the beginning, I was just on the same page as you, Erin, just on the same page. I was like, I'm shining my light, nothing can interfere with me. You know, my heart like shining so bright. But in the same time, just to add something, to kind of have different views. Guys, we came to this planet to do work. We came to this planet not because this planet is perfect. This planet is the hell in the universe. Let's say that it's the worst planet in the universe. And how it works, that we are representing organic way of being, organic way of God. We are organic. Love, darkness is one. And when it's time to transition to light, we transition to light. When it's time to transition to darkness, we go to the darkness. It's organic way of cycles. But there another side of it, and there's no side, as you said, they're everything one, but still their side, in organic way. When they use artificial intelligence, technologies, and they develop already technologies to block heart, to block chakras, to like implants, blah, 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 blah. And I am saying that from my own experience. Yeah. And even just to add to that, even if you feel that the energy not flowing through your chakras, and that's how with me, guys, they just blocked me fully. Like I feel like so much stuff in my body and all this, but it's another story, so they learn how to manipulate this, but it's in the same time, it's all in your mind. And you can just with your imagination see how the energy flowing through your chakras, and it's happening, even if you don't feel that. And that's why we get together, to kind of, with our light, dissolve this artificial stuff. Because that's real. We don't want to be so naive. Yes, we are light, we are shining, but in the same time, we are doing freaking work, guys. And let's kind of use discernment. It's not always just sparkles. It's still like, you gotta be strong. That's just my perspective,
So exactly. And I've done a lot of looking at exactly what you said. Like, I'm very much aware of it, but then there's still a truth within that like anchors me, at least, because or else if I didn't have that anchor, I would be lost, right? So I mean, I can look at all this stuff, and what I see is that nothing's outside of source, and so that means they're source and I'm source, and yes, there's work to do, but it all comes down to it's a reflection of what's inside of me. So the more work I do, the more changes I see. And that's like my superpower. It's the one thing that I can do. Like, yes, coming together as a group is very amazing. We set intentions and we amplify them. But for me on my own, when I'm going throughout my day, the best thing I can do is do my inner work, because it will reflect of like everything I experience in this world is a reflection of what's going on inside of me. But I agree, like there's so much work to do, and there are these beings with all these technologies, and there's seals and cords and things to keep us from ascending, but they're all reflections of us. So the more we clear and the more we do internally, the more it will change, because this is a holographic reality that we live in. And so it can move, and it's fluid, and so the changes within are reflected. So yeah, because it's so many layers. I find it goes from so many layers, and like I'll just kind of understand one layer and then another layer comes, and so I hear you.
Yeah, and we need them to understand what we are not, because as I told in the previous call, that they are just to play with us, to kind of like, hey, can you find a way, to who you are? We need them, because we designed this play, we created this play. It's all our orchestrated illusion, you know what I mean? And we can change it. Even though our face gotta be challenged, our face will be challenged. That's how it is,
I would like to say and add, as I say, this is a free space for the expression of the soul. That means that even if you have something different to say to someone in the group, to something that someone in the group said, say it. Feel free to say it, because this video and this gathering is being seen by many beings, by many humans and non-humans. So we are all going through different stages. We are all going through, like Inanna say, different angles, different experiences, different states. So it doesn't mean like light languages. Light languages, there is not a light languages that is correct and another one is wrong. There is not a light language that has one meaning and that's it. Light languages have multiple meanings. In the same way, when humans have different opinions, they're all valid. They're all valid. Don't let the mind get into the judgment of, oh, Inanna says something different. I disagree totally with that. That's part of the ego. That's part of the ego fighting another possibility from the creation. The creation has created multiple states, multiple experiences for all of us to experience. So do not fall into that hole anytime, and let your sisters and brothers express themselves, because this is what we've been doing over the centuries. We've been blocking each other and not allowing each other to flow as we could flow. Because what Inanna said must be valid, or might be valid to 2,000. What Erin said might be valid to other 1,000. The two together might be valid to another 1,000 of thousands. And God knows how much that wave or that love or idea or experience that you are sharing expand to the rest of the creation. So I do think that is much more important to express whatever is in your heart than to keep it in and say, oh, I'm gonna shut up. I'm not gonna mention this that just came to my heart because I totally disagree with what it has been said. And that's really, 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 really like, to me, belongs already to something that expired already. It belongs to before the ascension. Now we are transcending all of that. As Erin say, duality, we are in a place where duality exists, and it's black or white. Not anymore. It's not black or white anymore. And it never been, actually. But we've been believing that it's only black and white. There's so many colors within black itself and within white. There is so many colors. Ones that the sea can see, others that the eyes cannot see. So,
I had to say amen. Sorry. I feel like that, everything you said is so in my heart. I believe truth is so multidimensional, like a diamond. And when we can recognize that, we can honor ourselves and our integral truth and honor someone else, we're encouraging someone else's light to shine so brightly. Like that is truly walking in light and love, recognizing that multi-dimensional truth and honoring it like you're talking about. That's so
honoring
beautiful.
it, exactly. Don't fall into that, what tells you the ego. The ego is going to make you feel like even anger sometimes, like, what is she saying? What is she saying? That's bullshit. I mean, I experienced something totally different to that. Don't fall into that, because it's not helping. It's not helping. It's starting from yourself. It's not helping. And then if you transcend that, first, you're going to help yourself. Secondly, you're going to allow the whole creation to speak up, to express themselves. And this is what we try to, we should try to start transcending and let everyone say their truth, their own truth. This applies to everyone, children, adults, anyone, animals, trees, anybody who feels communication in any way. Let that communication flow between all of us. Yeah. So, yeah, have you had any other experience through this transmission that you'd like to share, or something else that you'd like to say? No? Okay. raise your hand when you want to say something, please, because that's the way I get to know. All right. So, Tawa, your intention is next.
Thank you for those beautiful share, guys. It's infinitely resonate, and I will say like Mandy, you know, I never really believe in truth in quotation marks. So it's mean the truth in quotation, well, is the truth has been put out there, but I believe in the truth that you feel from the heart. And that's the one who resonates. That's the one where I really want to encourage to sit into his own truth. So like my intention will be really to support everyone who's struggling to be able to really understand we are into a free agency reality. So everyone got his free will, and we need to be able to respect that by starting by us, by ourselves. So yes, we come from inward. We have to start healing and making peace with all our parts. So yeah, I would love to get that intention toward today. Actually, is an energy of freedom, if I'm correct, for the Mayan calendar. So yeah, to have that freedom of expressing ourselves.
Thank you, Dawa. Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's go ahead. Thank you very much. For freedom. Urta Shiramaru kurtar kuntikiar kamakurtiene yarmakur adur iur Shura marum mashura Ayana kurtiana tustiana margunara taishiana makua Ina uhon taine shanaro kumaishiora mau Ana katumara kushekana turu nako shutuna a wana mai shuruma era mahua naiso raino kua yenehi hai ana kui si ana wini kia shurama kia no mo ora na tu sai eneka shi ana matua hana ture mikia tumara kitia narumash Ene naishi aramakur ne tanamaru amai mikia taranaisi. Enaru mais anara.
Sitrandro andre ishish hatiate. Siundra andre entko are es atro ai kata andro hene. Iretina dro antro est anriate. Si andro enda akiri andro haene. Pertura tishito tarayana torene te. Entro entro snaharidia. Tianta, quotinia tiento, tianta, entianta, antia. Tianto, entiente, entianta, antianta, antianta.
Andia,
Tiana tiana te.
Andia, rosimi.
Sinetu antianto hene.
Ori matiano sari.
Sur katarandro ayato vishnaharitia.
Mi amor.
Ora katudo rakatiro kotai ha seatura ha shia. Utona mashia kotara katiro kotor shia tura ha shia hua hash. Gush, gada gushina makatiro kotakatakato 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 shika kotakatakato. Sayo to katira koto shao chiao.
Shotoya sia deyo shoya si shokataya naya shoya sia
Malorea se
shoya shoya sio shoya sio shoya sio shoya sio shoya shoto shoto so no es que te shoya sio noya sio shoya no ya no no ya no ya sho no ya sea te sho
Nareki hiamara makusta mari. Tina maru mashi naku humashi tentai titiantai. Hana haina kahatia na hana kuhata intana kata intana. Ina momai sinaki kana humai shanama. Ina hana sanamu matina mamaitana. Ina haina kumasana Yana hoa mai ona hashu mai na wana yana hoa yana hai. Ayana ona hana hoa na yana hai. Ayana ona hana yana yana hanai. Hana ona hana o mama mahi yana ho mai chana o. Hana hana hai yana ho mai hana yana hanai. Ona hina hina o mai na o mai. Ana ona hina hata yana ho mama hana o.
Siandro entakani shikatkani andro aish tututani yate sirandra andro shikta
Anaun mama mama hunaine anaun. Chanaun naun ayanaun mai. Ananun mahayana wanahatia. Ahatau. Masai na humus isurumohoa.
Let it out. Tiene la rete bata kujiniana sa let it out kuna makashete teteke ese la rete masha kuna makuite nesa la rena kuyena la kune kishe. I'm receiving some messages spirits tells me that something between
Orne tia deno yes tina. Tia tina tia tina tia tina tia tina na 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 na.
Wow.
It's a huge release. I feel a huge release.
I bet. You must feel such a relief after expressing all of that.
Yeah.
Wow. It's like going in the top of a mountain and screaming everything out.
Yeah. Because we are screaming for collective. We are screaming for all that is. And many of us were suppressed the whole life, you know, our voice was suppressed.
Oh, yes. Oh,
so the spirit tells us that we must to scream it out. We must like let it out. Yeah.
Freedom.
And we need a safe space to do so, because not everyone ready for this kind of stuff, you know. And I'm happy that we have each other, and on our each experience, like on our example, we can show that you can do the same thing. You can let it out. You can be free.
Exactly.
Because we can hear all of us like craziness united, you know.
Exactly.
Freedom.
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 Yeah, that's it.
Expression.
Freedom.
Love. Freedom. Yeah. Wow. I don't have anything to add. That was so beautiful, so intense, so powerful. You all felt it. And everyone watching the video, I'm sure that they felt it also. It produces a lot of fun, laughter in my system. It breaks through any barrier. Yes, Mandy?
I just wanted to say that I'm really grateful for this opportunity. I love to be able to connect, and that's what it is. I feel like whatever we're healing or working through with light language, we're also being able to connect, and that's just a beautiful thing. It's a way of union. So
yes,
I say
exactly.
Thank you.
This is a communion, and
Yes.
this is truly working together with one intention, focusing in that, and at the same time with many. It's like placing our intention, our hearts in one intention, touches so many things, because we are expressing so many light languages, so many from so many beings. But in the way I feel when I'm channeling a light language, is that it's so powerful. It works in so many ways. It works healing. It works in unlocking something. It works in expanding something. It's in so many levels they do work. And putting all together, to me, is like, wow, is the most of the most. I mean, there is nothing to me more powerful than that, apart from the divine light itself. But this is what we do when we unite to become that light, that divine light, together.
Can I share a little story? I like to share sometimes story about like the power of light language, like from my own experience. what just recently happened to me, it was like, I don't know, 3 or 4 nights ago, I was in Astro, like as always in a Lova Astro doing some work. And I see myself like in a darkness. And the entity, then I see like I'm holded by entity, like by like, you know, like demonic beings kind of, but a cutie. And he was kind of like bringing me into the void. And then I see that he dropped my soul, who like in Astro, in a void with total darkness. And he like left me there and I was kind of stuck. And I've seen like, you know, millions of people together, like you know, like lost souls, kind of like this stuff. And there I hear the voice of my guides, like, because they are like kind of not scary, but like, oh, why we must to save your soul. We must to save your soul extension because it's shit. It doesn't have to be this way. And they told me to speak light language. And but I woke up from that dream, and then I went back, and they brought me back into that void, and I started speaking light language. And that's how they had power to find me in that void and bring me back. So that's just one piece of the story. And I, like from many experiences in my astral plane, I'm receiving more and more confirmation how powerful like language is, guys. We just changing timelines, we're shifting realities, we're bringing new worlds, new frequencies, new planets. You know, it's beyond power, beyond understanding, and it's just uncovering. So you are already like a magical, super powerful being of light. I love you.
Dani, amen to that. Hia nakura nushurgua hatai sumaha sinerekiwa. And yeah, have you had any experience that you like to share with this transmission? No? Okay. So let's do the next intention. L is your turn.
So I just want to, if we can, for blockages in the heart chakra, I'd love to bring that through.
Okay, lovely. Thank you.
So much. I love it so much. I received like it's the beginnings that we must do clear chakras actually. So it's like you feel it.
I was like, shaking.
All right. When you're ready, go ahead.
What I show you.
Tahupashtinerak arapuka. Onta marakatunstine mahoma isa. Isurum maharakatastota. Kestitete teki kurukuaste mekiti. Mama hatama. Hina kakutas arak orak aina. Hatumark arkustatamarka masho. Aramakumbastata. Isintaramakuhata. Hanna nammatasta tamaiste. Annaramakustatene kiawa. Inehita. Tuntahia mama. Tumaast aramaki aramatust ene. Mata mast aramata. Haramaka isharama. Ho mahai sorom. Tus inereki makuma painitai. Pintarahaha. Shoranakaha isana makuma. Or taat kia
Guru
kama.
nama ku ite balareki isini ki ite balarun nama ku ini ki isalareki ite baku ini ki ise unoku ishi nama ku uluru ini ki ise.
Ayo tuh, bayi suku tak tak tak.
Iha kaharma. Shur makatukarata. Tusara mahor. Tastina mahat masa. Sira maruku sira mama. Orili kisanaro mama. Tusara kurena taka hornata. Horne kama turena masorena. Osara nuta maisia mama. Shakishana. Karamashum makaistinia kama. Ornakia. Imahamakura nata. Surmahika baba. Horene kahal surunu. Turi meki siana maramoshua. Siarana tumeri kia parakasu. Rinaka mama hurono tusi. Arnama kamari. Tu ayana mura hayo hayo na yana huma hayi da huma hayi. Tawana huma hayi shana huma hayi. Taranu na hatanu hayi. Ire na unahamaui. Torana homachana Umahamamala na humae. Amuna kauna Yamao mai taina unaya. Waina unaya. Waina unaya. Hogahana humai chamo mahamahon. Hogahana ona 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 Karama umai Jara oka ona ona ondai na onai tara uma Tara oma on
Namaki itu kata nama kato. Rasa kota namaki. Dora kai. Loki nama kota shiketa kota nama kata katiga to kota nama kata katuto shiketa kota kata nama ketipi Tora Shati Kotora Shura Shura Bash Dosh Ash
Yo, je ne tiene
Doya Sai
Si Shantane Hemantoe One Hanto Henoe and Heaneo
Ashakatura Kaparira Toshina Makietu Aya Sura Maya Toya Saya To Karasha Namakayo Toya Sura Bosana Maya Tura Namokotaka Namokatari Kasina Motoshi Ayo Toshika Katai Das Dosh
Oh my God, how wonderful is that? Oof, we should do this every day. Oh my God, I'm sure that we will transcend ascension much better.
One thing I got from that, if I may just share, was the importance of grounding. I felt that I was really deeply grounding then. I'm usually pretty grounded anyway. Most of my friends like hang with me because I'll ground them. Yes, I really felt like the message was it's extremely important to ground yourself, to remain grounded, to remember to ground. Like, you know, I guess a lot of people are so interested in, like, you know, getting into the ethers and, and, you know, getting high with their frequency. And that's all very well, but we need to be grounded as well. So, you know, that was the message I received, how important it is to be grounded, to remain grounded. Stay grounded.
It's essential, Wilma. And yeah, it's essential. You can go as high as you like in the angelic realm, but as long as you are in a human body, you need to be grounded. So otherwise your spells...
Essentially, you can't actually reach those frequencies unless you are grounded.
Exactly.
Really?
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. You might tap and know that it's there, but you won't reach it wholly. As a whole, you don't get the grounding. Totally. I totally agree with that.
And it's not really pleasant to be always so high, honestly. I over high. It's like just nothing working, you know. It's just like, oh, so good. Grounding is something I learned, honestly, in the last 3 months. I did really learn that. And I'm now kind of stopped breathing up and down too often, because at some moment I overdo it. And I was like, whenever I sit, whenever I walk, I was breathing up and down to source. And then I found myself living in astral. Like everything was in astral. I like merged with astral, and I could feel all these energies. So it's kind of like have a balance in everything, guys, because it's like living in astral, we're still human. We don't want to experience this astral. It's too much to handle. So I highly, highly agree that grounding is so important.
Yeah, we are here for a reason. We are here volunteering to help humanity with the ascension, the whole humanity. We volunteer for that. And again, as long as we continue being human, we need to ground. We need to ground.
And, you know, being human, actually, we don't realize how important we are, or how special it is for us, or how, you know, how really groovy it is, because, you know, we're embodying this into a physical entity, like, you know, a dense body. And we're just able to, you know, pull in and integrate these frequencies and ground them into Mother Earth. And, like, I think that's really special. I think that's something that the humans, it's like something that we have that not many other
it's a blessing. It's a blessing.
Races or frequencies can do. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a blessing. And,
Yes.
and also is the thing about not grounding, there is a big tricky situation for the human being that we have to face and experience, is that because we face difficulties, we have this tendency to escape from those states, from the states of, oh my God, this is very dense, this is really tough. What do? I'm gonna get high. I'm gonna get high because I found the way to get high. How do I get high? Well, I'm gonna connect with the other realms and get high and go to another state. And then it's really tricky. Your mind can play really a trick there, but because I haven't stopped receiving that that expression also from, or this saying from many light workers, I just want to go away, I just want to go home. We are, many of us watching the video or even or here, we sometimes feel homesick in terms of getting back to source. And then we have that tendency to go to source, and we it's really tricky. We really need to remind ourselves that we are here. We decided to be here, and we are here because of a big reason. And as Wilma say, once that you put this into practice, it's really a blessing to be grounded, because you can be high at any time, but in, like in Anna say as well, in balance, not like getting high to escape from the experience, like we have had this tendency to do so often during the past years. Now it's time, 2021, to do the same.
But please don't go low too. Don't go low too so much, okay?
No, yeah,
balance.
grounding is not truly, it's not going low at all. Grounding is really connecting to the circuitry, the divine circuitry that we are made of. We are made of that. By nature, we are part of Mother Earth. And when we don't ground, we just cut that circuitry, that divine circuitry. So we are living ourselves like disconnected somehow. We never disconnect, but we go into different levels of connection. We truly never disconnect. Otherwise, we will completely lose it. But yeah, the thing is, for all of the people watching there, the grounding is not truly. Do not confuse grounding with going to low dimensions.
I didn't mean that. It was
no. It's not about what you say, Nana. It's just that what you say trigger me to say that to the collective, because a lot of people. It's not because of what you say. It's because a lot of people truly confuse that. They understand grounding with going into low dimension, and it's not at all. And many people do not do the grounding because of that, because they feel that they are gonna go into a lower dimension. As Wilma say, it's the contrary. It's actually the contrary. You are gonna go to a even deeper state of completeness, of wholeness, of a blessing, the blessing of being alive, the blessing of being human, and experiencing the experience as the whole experience. So yes, yes, I don't get into, again, I repeat, if you say an opinion, any in the group, and I answer something back, it's not against your opinions at all. It's always because something gets triggered in my heart, and I feel like I need to channel and say that. So do not fall into things, because the last thing I'm gonna do in my life is to argue with one of you or with anyone in the planet. I don't argue anymore. I found it. I find it a waste of time. A long time ago, I found it a waste of time.
I meant it like clarifies. That's it. Yeah.
Let flow, and that's why we are here. Mandy.
I was just going to say what I got from that flow was the reminder of gentleness and softness with being able to work with the heart, and that's definitely what I was picking up for me.
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
And let's remember to touch the earth with bare foot, guys, because as I see, like many people just forget about that. That's how we connect. Even 1 second of touching the earth with bare foot ground you right away. So just remember to do so. And also I wanted to add that it's okay to complain and be homesick. That's fine, because we don't want to be so often in that. But because at the beginning I was like earth, but then I started like feeling a lot of homesick, and that's fine. There's no judgment, that's okay. a little bit to complain and play a kid and child, because we all do that, you know. So, but don't overdo it, because we are here to create heaven. We are here to do that and bring home here. So yeah.
And try to not to project it in others. Try not to project it in others. Try to.
I like what you just said, Inanna. Yeah, it's not about home being up in the stars. It's about home being here. Bring home here, within us. I like that.
But it's okay to be quiet and complain a little bit. From my experience, I'm like, sometimes I'm crying. I'm like, oh, but I know it's just a release. It's also a release because we were homesick for all these lifetimes, guys. It's fine a little bit to give you space for that. That's just what I think.
Totally.
I've been on the earth plane for far too long to be homesick for anywhere else. I mean, I was one of the first starseeds to come to Earth, so I've just like been here forever. Yeah. So to me, this feels like home anyway. I've never felt a yearning to go to the stars, or not hugely, occasionally, but for the most part, I'm very, very grounded into Mother Gaia, into myself.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Because I hold all of that within me anyway. You know, we've all been, pretty much all been to all the other stars, you know, been Arcturus and Pleiades and Sirius and, you know, wherever. Aldebaran comes to mind. But anyway, you know, we've been all of those, and they're just part of us. So we just integrate them within us and ground them into where we are now and into who we are now.
Exactly.
Because they are all us. All of those lives, they're us.
Yes, and we complement each other perfectly. We complement each other. For example, when I look at the group, each of you has an impressive qualities, and I can see who is here grounding. I can see here who is making others get into high frequencies, up in all ways. I mean, in all directions and in all ways. And think always that anyone out there is doing their role, their perfect role. So do not attack. If you are having a tough time, yes, complain, as you Inanna says, put it out, express it, but do not attack others, because each of us we are doing our best. Truly, we are doing our best. This is as it was mentioned before, one of, if not the most difficult university in the universes, in the whole creation. So by attacking someone else, you are not helping the collective. By attacking someone else or projecting bad energies, you are not helping. I mean, and that person out there, you never know. You never know what is doing for the collective, for yourself, for everyone. You never know. And so just let's try to deal with our stuff, play together, and keep raising the frequencies, grounding and connecting to everything. That's it. I mean, yes, Inanna.
Yeah, and if you've done so, if you attack someone or express your anger or rage, remember that there always is space to forgive yourself. You don't need to seek forgiveness from others, but just forgive yourself, because that's how it works. It's okay if you've already done it. You know what I mean? Exactly. So just forgive yourself and never do it again.
Exactly. Exactly. You already done it. Do not hurt yourself by feeling.
Let it go.
By feeling guilt or any other feeling, because it doesn't help at all neither. Not to yourself, not to the collective. Everything is the same. Everything is connected. So yeah, beautiful things there. I saw incredible connectedness again through this transmission and these chantings, and it's wow, incredible. Honestly, thank you guys for Angels for this wonderful time, because it's amazing. It's amazing. I'm really enjoying. this. And now is Arilla. Intention.
So as we were speaking about freedom at some point, it's been a big, like a huge thing for me at the moment. Because it's, if you don't mind to share a little bit of my situation, and it's for all, it's like, I feel it on a, like a collective level. I know the situation from a higher perspective, given for me, because I'm working a lot for collective energy and transmuting it like crazy, like it's like insane sometimes. And I've been, I'm in the United States, I'm staying, so I was like going with the flow at some moment where my intuition was guiding me, and I came to visit my friend in the forest on an island. He's a Pleiadian and Lemurian, and he was guided by Pleiadians to get this land. We have like a plasma field around, like a portal here, and island is a Lemurian, part of Lemurian land. So it's very high frequency, it's woods, and it's just like for 6 months already. I came to visit for a week, and I've been staying until it's already like 6 or 7 months. And I'm kind of like, I feel isolated because I almost don't see much people, and I haven't been to a big city. I used to be in Los Angeles and all this craziness. And now I feel like very like that forest spirit, like, and high vibration all the time. But at the same time, I'm limited in my freedom in a way that I have to do school to be able to stay in the United States. And I'm already doing doctorate degree in business. And as I vibrate so high, I can't stand this information. It's not bad, but it's just like the vibration of a teacher, of the class, like as this information, it just like, it takes me in my head after a couple hours, and I'm getting this anxiety. I just can't, whatever I'm trying to do, convince myself this for my highest good, it's like gratitude, like everything, you know, all different kind of things. And I'm crying, I have this, just like I'm praying for this freedom for myself and for all people, because I know so many people in this situation where I haven't seen my family for 6 years. And I don't know, like, I don't want to lose my visa, but I'm at the moment where I'm already ready to get illegal, but at the same time, I don't want to get illegal because I'm like, I have my car, I have my stuff. It's like in another state that I left already, and I kind of already don't care about any material things, but I also kind of care. And it's just like so much of that. And I want to be in high frequency in my high state, like channel my like light languages and art and things. But when I go do this school stuff, working with computer, like, I just can't. I have this anxiety. I have these attacks. Like it's just insanely low as my vibration. And I just realized how many people going through that. And it's just like, and I'm just praying for the whole world to figure out something. And my prayers is also to remove all borders from the countries. That's where I know we're moving towards. And like all this government stuff and like all the countries, so we can completely travel and be wherever we want to be, where our heart desires to be, where we are supposed to be. So yeah, it's just like this freedom code and abundance too, like so we just receive like a complete whole abundance to be free to get what we need for our like ascension, for our freedom, for our happiness, for our joy, like. And there is nothing else I'm doing besides ascension. And I'm so ready to ascend in a physical form, so then I can like teleport and balance in a physical, so I don't have any in a visa. So I'm just kind of just leave my school, you know. I don't care if we get illegal, just work on my ascension and get like this super abilities. I don't know, like, but it's been like a huge thing for me, like, and I know for a lot of people too on this planet.
I love it so much, especially now tax time, guys. Time to do taxes. So many people resonating with it, like from light language to like, okay, count taxes. So I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, just removing this, yeah, all this old system. So all this, yeah, like matrices, yeah, just like just being a freedom, and into what do we want to do, like.
Yeah, I think we are ready for that. We are ready for that. Many.
But at the same time, guys, what I want to add to that it's a mastery. It's our mastery to learn how to navigate this human experience from the high state. I understand that we want to release it all, but we still have it, and for a while we'll have it. So let's like learn how to go through this as well.
Yeah, but I don't know if you like, from your perspective, how do you see that? Because at some point there is like two things. One thing, it's like, is it a challenge for me? So I have to do that. I have to suffer. I have to go crazy, and I have to, because when I go crazy, I'm like, okay, do this breath work? Okay, this breath works better. This Kundalini practice works better, or this light language works better, or do I see this works better? It's just like all the techniques that I'm using to really kind of help me to master that. And it's like, oh, do I have to suffer? But at the same time, when we move to 5D, we are supposed to be really like free and happy and high vibrational. So how to find that, like, what do I do? Like, do I just let go? Do I follow my heart? Because everyone is like, I know I always follow my heart, but here my heart is like, I don't want to do this class. No, I'm asking myself every time, like, do I want to, is it for my guys good? Do my heart want to do this? And my soul is like, no. But like my mind is like, yeah, go do that. And it's like, it's crazy. Like, it's really like very challenging. So yeah, I'm just like praying for this guidance for me and for all, like, to, because if I don't step, no one is stepping, everyone is afraid, everyone is doing what they said us to do. It's like, it's gonna keep going, like, and I'm like, do I have to trust completely to God and follow my heart and say, no, I don't want to do that, you know? It's just like, no, this is not what my heart wants to do, and I just
You just said it. So you need to follow your heart. Even if it sounds to the mind crazy, even if it sounds to the way you apply it crazy, or even almost not logical, you need to follow your heart. And what we are doing is mastering this situation of density as well, by everything that it has been awakening there. As you say, I've been trying this and that and that and that. We've been doing this over the years since we had the rebirth. Many of us, we have been reborn many times already, and then we've been trying different things to awaken and to remember who we truly are. Now we are facing that what we call density here on Earth. So it's really tough. It's really tough. I mean, I had to also leave my job. I had a wonderful salary. I was working in odontology, and I left everything. And this happened like 2 years, almost 2 years already. That's something that my mom will get mad at me if she was here alive on Earth. I mean, incarnated, because she went through many difficulties in Spain, in my country. So that will be never an option to leave your job, and even less if you have a job that brings you a lot of abundance. Despite that, all the ideas that they were inculcated in my mind or placed in my mind, I had to break through all of that. I had to break through all of that and apply everything that had been awakening within myself. Everything I've been tasting, it worked within myself like an awakening. And that awakening, it got to that point where I couldn't avoid that reality anymore. I had to face it. And by facing it, I had two options: to continue as long as I could, facing the fear from every patient, every client that was coming to the dental clinic, or make a move, make a change, use my creativity. So I do believe that there are many people out there who at first they don't see the options, that it feels like there is no options. But from the moment you align to your center, from the moment you align your frequency to yourself, and you take that decision from the heart, things outside start like manifesting. The thing is, we've been trained or programmed that if we don't see something, we don't believe on something. But it's true that when we truly follow our heart, when we less expect it, things start changing. And they start changing even in ways that you never imagined. Things started to, but I had to go through that process. And I had to take that strong or difficult decision of putting all my programming aside and say, I'm sorry, odontology, goodbye. I'm not gonna follow you anymore. And I went through many, many jobs. I went through nursing. I went for 9 years. After nursing, odontology, and I tried many jobs to get experience here as a human on Earth. But I got to that point where all those jobs ended. I mean, it was like a cycle ended, and a new Ismael became or was reborn. And from that moment, Ismael started following only his heart. And from following his heart, it doesn't mean that he hasn't come across many difficulties. I still do. But I feel free. And that's what matters. There is nothing taking or draining your energy away. I don't have all the abundance in terms of money that I used to have before. And I got to the point of struggling, even situations of pure deep struggle. But they didn't take, or the situation didn't take that freedom or my dignity away. And that dignity, that power, that center, that you being connected to the whole thing, that vibration will magically start manifesting around things around you that match with what you really want to do and with the alignment and the purpose that you are meant to do here on Earth. I mean, if you choose to. The thing is, it's only our mind in the way. It's only our mind believing, how I'm going to do that? That's madness. That's crazy. If I do that, I am committing suicide, because that is not acceptable in the way I see things with my mind. But we need to start putting that bit of faith, that faith that we've been building up over the years. Now it's time to put it on in front of us. Vote for that. Yeah.
I 100% agree with you, like word to word, like so resonating. And I told you, Aria, like before, that I feel that your guides already have all the plans. They're just like sitting there, like, when she will make this choice. You know what I mean? And it's like initiation for you, it's initiation for you, like, will she make this step or not? You know what I mean? And I do understand that your logical mind told you, like, so many risks, but it's everything about, like, can she trust enough into the universe or not? And I have so many things like that in my experience, and I'm still didn't make many steps what would be cool to make, but that's life. It's like everything have time, divine time to do so.
And that, I totally agree with that. Plus, don't forget about yourself. I mean, I believe in the creation that is going to manifest everything for me, but I do not forget that I am the creator. I am the goddess that will manifest that around me. Because we have this tendency to put our power to source outside of us, when the power is never outside of us. We know that theoretically, or in theory, we know that, but we don't tend to put it into practice, not as often as we should, and we should put it all the time. That is not that something from outside is going to manifest that alone. I am going to do it. I'm determined to create and manifest anything that I need in terms of aligning myself with everything. And that's going to happen when you trust yourself. When you trust yourself.
I trust myself, but the visa, it's so big, you know, the visa situation, it's like, it's such a big step. It's not even compared to work. It's like location. For me to go back to Russia, it's like suicide, really. Like, I'm gonna feel like I'm gonna suicide.
All right, many times we try to avoid these things called visa or rules created by the government or the system. Sometimes we need to go through that.
Yes.
And once you let that to manifest and happen, that will take you magically to something else that you never knew that could happen. So sometimes we believe that the best thing is to avoid something that is going to happen in any way. This thing with the visa is going to happen. I mean, it might happen. So prepare yourself to accept that new reality and trust yourself if that reality comes, instead of fearing that reality and trying to avoid that reality. Because many times we believe that avoiding those realities that we fear, if not consciously, subconsciously, we prevent ourselves from evolving, from going to the new step or from the next stage in your life. And sometimes those things that seems to be an obstacles are the determination point for a new stage in your life. It's gonna be tough. Oh yeah, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be really tough. Now, do you have the power and the love and everything to face that? Yes, as well. And that is where I'm coming to say that you are the goddess and you are the creator. That is where we really need to stand and come to our center and say, okay, this is the toughest thing I will never imagine in my life, and I don't even know anyone in my life that has been through that, and I don't even have instructions on how to do that. Yeah, but this is that's where your love and divinity come to play. It is to say, no matter what, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there doing my best I can. And many times and many often, you know, that when we overcome these situations, there are so many people in the world going through the same situations. And then at some point, you might be or become an expert on helping those people who come across the situation of losing their visa. And maybe you can give a hand in this world to support these people, and how you did it, and how you overcame it, and how you got rid of those fears. Because that's what they wanted always with this role to play, and with these divisions, and with this separation, and with these boundaries, to create that fear that we will lose. Your home is Earth. Your home is Earth. Whether the government say or not, your home is Earth. And we really need to stand for that. We really need to stand for that. And that's what I mean with believing in your divinity, love, and alignment and center. Yeah.
Now I want to scream hallelujah and amen. So I highly resonating. But at the same time, you've never been in Russia, so it's also a point. I understand, Aria.
That's important that I agree that our Earth, we have the right. That's have been manifest and been praying for remove this stupid borders and just like have the freedom of like moving around for all. And maybe that's why I have the situation, because I just work on that particular thing a lot in the freedom codes, and that's why maybe I have this thing to just keep working with it. But I don't want to work with it no more. I just want to manifest already.
That's the thing. That's the thing. That it might not come from the exterior. You might need to make the move. You might need to, the answer might be in you making the move, in you facing, instead of, oh, Archangel Gabriel changed this reality for me.
That's me for sure.
That's all of us. We've been programmed to receive that help from the outside, but we forget the most important thing. What about the creators that we are?
Yeah. Tomorrow.
Tomorrow, start by making this.
I'm joking.
Yeah, but if that frees you, if you take that courage, that's what I do. Instead of asking for them to solve it or to get me the solution, I ask for courage. I ask for love. I ask for support so that I can manifest in this reality what I am meant to manifest, instead of waiting for them to do it for me. And that's where I think we get sometimes lost in the. But that getting lost is a way to encounter ourselves. There's nothing wrong with that. We are gonna hit ourselves against the same wall 2,000 times until we realize that it's in us. We are the goddess. We are the gods and the goddesses. So it's time to act as such, and that's what the reality is demanding from you, Ariya. That's what is demanding. I want to see you. It's like so many beings are there waiting to see the goddess Ariya acting and saying, she can do it, she can do it. We want to see her doing it.
Love it. I love it.
And that then is gonna really ripple. It has a ripple effect on all the people also going through your situation, and you will be able to really help so many people once you overcome that fear, because you will take that fear away from them straight away, like this. Not with an explanation or a whole talk on the stage. You don't need to go to TED to explain that. You will be doing it all the time. If you want to go to TED, you are welcome to go and manifest that, because they are doing a wonderful job also in these stages when they do TED. But yeah, anything starting from yourself, and like that, you
yeah,
you'll shine well, and you are so wanting that so much. You just want to get that out of the way.
Major activation by itself, this speech, this exchange, it was by itself so powerful activation for people and for us.
Yeah.
Just let it go and just speak about that. And I feel every word you spoke. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, let's support that. Let's support all the people in this planet for freedom, for
abundance,
for finance, abundance, courage, and remember who we are. Remember our goddess and our god inside all the time, instead of waiting for them to do that. Please, let's receive anything that they have out there, so that we can do and manifest anything that we need to manifest here on earth. Let's do that.
And also immortality codes. I've been working on immortality and radiance, like that, like perfect health and immortality.
Give us all. Give us all.
Give us all. We deserve everything. So it's up to us to allow it, to allow as much as the more we open our minds, the more we receive. The more we understand that we deserve everything, the more we open the door to receive everything. And that's how it works.
No limits. No limits.
No limits. It's our mind alone doing the limitation bits. Also, during the previous transmission, I almost forget that, because I always leave these visions and everything like dreams. So if I don't say it straight away, I tend to forget. Is they were saying, oh God, if you really knew how powerful you all are, you will not fear any being or any antenna or anything. You can put every single antenna with your small or your smallest finger one by one, because you are in nature the biggest antenna that you can possibly be or become. So you are antennas, you are all these antennas of light, you are the beacons. So when something is coming, you have all the power to reflect it or transmute it. What I do is more transmutation than destruction. I don't destroy anything, I just transmute it into light.
Let's go.
Let's go. Ho mahara tu she na mai siara makore mai o na hai inarama ho mai siara mas unene kiamatu era na kura na sho tayo no ai iana ku hachita na makuma ata inara o ena hatia na tuon tayo sayo kom Iatai anaku hai sanatua. Hana uru kusi ene kioroma. Haranatu sane hia pakistini kia. Uhuasi.
Tua saya nenere ohanua shana ena tungiara ungianaya saya shina yakong Sianare sono noitam canone hayora yateam Shena no no tiara sanetem Tonanene yasa koyaren Tuaye shato noem Sheo tona kea sate
Koreatai, Koreatu, Katanamaya, tu Katashikatiro, Kotaramakatai, Ushaya, tu Rashia, Kotaria, tu Dasinamo Kotoshaya, tu Katariata, Doshikatakaya, tu Rasha, Dora Shakatiro, Kotora Rashiki, Tokorai, Do Katira Shukoto.
Mata i tēnei ke a shini ala reike ba. Sune te pākuine te te ke shini ba. Lo ke ne va la re ne ke shiti vono mo loro i te va. Sine te 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 ke shini ba ta salare ne va ka umpa i ke shti vena sa. Yuno ine ba. Sinela.
Shantrandre andro yanda haina ho. Shandroe handroe. Ho ne we o he na we andu anaye. Ndrondre yandre yandre yandan ne 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 ne. Huoni trandroenta snara turu ara eta toka ara eta andora hewe Sion Darabayana Teatro ente Hentriento Toi Shakatana Hetia. Eto to Tishina Hato Newe Anjihane to Anna Hetiwe Shutitina the highway. Mina no te lele shalatalena talahale televenema terreno cornitori e shintukuroinya. Shimatarian torienta akishik dicti to Aiji is diggy to Sembra turca, ishikatarna, hentrenta, koshetuka, e nachi shinete wene, shianto, akashakatiketa, gisukutukuata, ina, yujagala, anadukwajate, nando, ishikatada, hitawe, zindudura, garishikitia, rundore, tukudugata, shikatakayanata. Shakatikate, androi, ando, hajagata, gata, itata, Yeto ana, yata wana, yata, neno, wait, no, wait, hi, shoha, 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 wait,
Che se ne va, la qui ne veta, coi ne va, no, i manini, ne, così ne va, come che no, ma caine.
Io non ti da Shana,
Oh, yetaho, 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 ho.
Shura shura.
Ane.
Gota shiroroshia. Osh. Gabajira fush. Dora sha. Osh yara tira kotara shur. Lora shaya dur. Gash. Dora hikurara shia. Dora shia. Gosh. Dash. Doshinamia. Gora sha. Dora shia kura ha. Gash. Dora. La shia kurara.
Oh, malo. Malaro. Malare, malo, rui. Ineketeke istirana marku ite vasalaku uine varu inivina paku ite undoketek inte iste inta paku uinta rakatek umpak isse ite ka umpa iraita makata siki ini
Siento hanaye hantu ane andaya
God bless you all. Oh my God, I'm out of this world now. I do not feel homesick anymore.
Milaro ineva kushana balore desa. Ulakini baloro makuata. Itene kalaro ineva soine. Kumala igeshtava kuineva soine. Keneva.
Suran trayanto emauhano anati ashanno tohene. Sianto anto in hai ero tu ara tiro arawane. Aratara nawaretia arotu ara ndara okorashna hawartia. Siantro ende siantro andrianto ai shishin hardieneti. Sutura tukanto.
Ooh, oh my God.
Beautiful, beautiful.
It was so much energy. It was so much energy.
Thank you, everyone, for support. It's just really great.
Mandy, can you leave me like a contact where I could contact you at some point in the chat? You can do it privately. Yeah. And Janine, welcome. Do you speak light languages? Janine.
Silence. Feel it.
You need to unmute yourself there in the corner. No? All right. Okay. Let's go to the experiences that we all had. If you felt something interesting, I saw many waves of transcending. You see, they were showing me how we were all the center and waves like that ripple effect, like transcending everything and acting in the solid world, acting in this planet. And it's time for action. They were saying it's time for you to act. And those things, like Arilla say, they are there like an activation point. Your life is gonna catapult from that moment onwards in ways that you cannot imagine. And the toughness is gonna help you to reflect the goddess that you truly are. O sea, that toughness and the overcoming of it is gonna really make you understand and embody the goddess that you are. And then that will allow you to do many other things that you are meant to do in your contract. That's what they were telling me from there. But this applies to everyone. There is no being in planet Earth that is not going through something like that and applies to that logical part of the being where we require action and or the world requires our action, and then that's it. That there are different ways to knock in our door for us to start doing something in terms of interacting with society, the organizations, governments, and things like that. It's time to go out there instead of just being at home and looking within yourself. Now, yes, we should keep going, looking within ourselves, but also going out and do what we believe that we should do, putting fears aside. And there is where we really need to hold into those trust and beliefs of that we are the light and nothing will put us down. Nothing will put us down. Nothing. You don't want to. Nothing. One of my idols, or let's say incredible example, was Nelson Mandela, who they tried to take all his freedom away, and they never managed. He couldn't live the life with his wives. He couldn't live his life with his daughters. He couldn't live the life with his family and the population that he loved so much in South Africa. But and then they placed him in a cell for life, practically for his entire life. But when he came out from his cell, and he got the Nobel Prize of Peace, he was with a smile, and that smile taught me so much. That smile taught me that even or despite all the effort that the outside world tried to put to take away his freedom, they never managed to do it. That smile told me that there is nothing out there that can disempower us truly. That's a sweetheart in my heart. He taught me so much through his decision to come to Earth and to do this his contract, to do his role and sacrifice, really, because to sign a contract where you are going to spend your whole life in prison, that is a tough one. That is a really, really tough one. And I know that because in a past lifetime I've been in prison, and I've been recently dealing with that, with claustrophobia and a lot of fears by being in one place, incarcerated in this type of prisons that from the past, that they were really like 3 meters square with no window, only the toilet and a hole where they pass the food underneath or through the hole, and that was all. And spending a lifetime there, that this has been really, really terrible for me in the past 2 weeks or so, dealing or sorting out or healing that lifetime. But that is there, and Nelson Mandela went through something similar. Not only that, but also violence, a lot of violence, a lot of hate and hatred, and he came out still with that smile to the world and say, They didn't manage to do that. They never took my freedom away. And that taught me so much. It made me cry when I watched the movie. I have watched his documentaries based on his life, but I also the movie, and they all made me cry so much, because it was breaking through also my wound of having a lifetime also like his lifetime here in this period. So bear that in mind. Bear in mind all these people that have been there, like Mahatma Gandhi. Mahatma Gandhi managed to create an independent India, not using the force, not using the weapons. The only weapons was his intellect and his heart. And he's been an example to me that you can do it. We can do it. You can do it. You can deal with anything everywhere. And if you don't find the way, it's time to also to ask communities for support and help. These are times to ask and to put that fear aside about people who have some sort of knowledge on that, and get that support and put that silly shame aside. There is no shame on asking for help. There is not any shame on asking for help. And there are people who've been through already, like you will be through this situation. You will help so many people. So you will wish to many in the masses to lose that shame on them and to ask you for help, because you've been through that. And these are times where I keep receiving these channel messages on and on. It's time for you to help each other. It's time to really stand for yourselves. It's not gonna come Greenpeace and do it for you only. It's not gonna come another organization to do it for you only. They might, but not for everything. So it's time for us to be Greenpeace. It's time for us to be the love that we are in whatever situation we came to do or to be part of something. So yeah, that was what came through. Inan.
Thank you so much for this. It was so beautiful, and I also want to add how to say that in the right way. There were so many great people who came into this earth to prepare this earth for us. There were so many, like Jesus and Buddha and many others. But we want to remember that like every one of us count. Everyone who were before us and will be after us, every intention from the heart, every kind word, you know, any kind intention from the heart, we're preparing earth for this to happen, what is happening now here. So there are no small, no big, you all count, you know, you now already can be that person.
I think that's the main message from these masters, to me, masters.
Yes.
On earth, masters incarnated, because the main message is, if I can do it, you can do it. That's
exactly.
It. I am human, you're human. So if being a human, I've done it, you can do it. That's the main message in essence that I think these masters came to bring.
I think on that so much. I gotta leave soon, but I have like a little request, if I can. If I can we ask Naida to show her portals?
That was next, Inanna. That was next. I was gonna let anybody to express if they had any experience about this transmission, and then the Naida, yeah, I was receiving the message that it's now her turn. Totally.
The only thing I experienced during that, one of the main things that I remember from that transmission was that I saw Arya sort of standing within just like a spiral vortex of energy. Whether that was a protection or whether that was the cage that she's being kept in, I'm not certain, but that was the visual that I had. And I do acknowledge that I heard myself saying her name several times. So That's it.
Thank you, Wilma. Thank you. So that is you freeing yourself. That was the vision. Wilma supporting what we've been seeing, and that's the way. That's the way. It's you have the key to do cling, and that's it, and fly. Yeah.
Also, I just wanted to add, there was some just advice. Is there any way that you could like meet everything in the middle? Like, is there a way that you can change your program and do something in school that you like and still be able to stay? Like, it's just like maybe you could meet in the middle with something, like find a solution that's like a little bit where you sign up for school, but it's something that doesn't make your brain go crazy, because I know that feeling. And something that maybe complements what you want to do here. Like, I mean, you're into ascension, like maybe you could just take something really easy, like, I don't know, like Psychology 101, but you get to stay here and still get, I don't know, just something, maybe there's a way that you can find that is the middle.
Or change the school to what you like, you know? To change
like,
and do something what you like.
Yeah, like there's a solution where you like meet the universe in the middle, but you're still happy and you still get to stay. You know, there's got to be a solution, I guess. It'll come to you. Just have a bath and let it come to you. But I'm sure there's something.
Try.
I love it.
Just don't get stuck. That's what they want us to get there, stuck. Like, oh my god, stuck, I'm stuck, and then and we lose the power. No, it's try things, and you will get to the answers very soon. The more you taste, I always say I taste life, I experience different things, and maybe to get to the answer, maybe I have to go through 5 or 6 different options. But like I said, for a long time I thought that leaving my job wasn't the option, until I found out that it was actually the option, the one I tried to avoid the most, because of the programming that I received during my lifetime from my family in Spain, and from the society and culture in general around the world. You shouldn't leave your job. I mean, and that's what I had to do. Actually.
Yeah, I also quit my job randomly, and it was a really good job, and I was just, no. So it was a leap of faith, and we all do take those. It's kind of like the universe asking you to just trust. And there was another message that, like, the universe won't let you down, like it won't let you fall, like really everything is for your best interest, like your growth, your expansion. So just trust. Yeah, trust your higher self too. It knows what it's doing. You've got this. Yeah.
I felt like during that flow, I felt like for some reason I was actually dealing with groundedness for you, and focus of divine wisdom, not we're talking, not brain so much, but that wisdom that really is in your heart, and helping you to focus on that wisdom to help your intuition and your discernment.
Mm-hmm. That's it. Exactly.
My wisdom tells me everything that you guys telling me, but there is a point where I'm like, okay, I'm done with that school. I don't care. I'm just gonna trust. I don't care. And then I already ignored like a few weeks of classes and homework, and just like, and now it's a weekend when I have to do this again, and I'm like, do I want to do this homework another week, or am I gonna ignore this again, you know? It's just like every week it's like
I feel you. Actually, you're making me want to leave school tomorrow. I feel you, believe me.
We feel you. We feel you. It's not easy. We understand that. And yeah, I say this also from the fact that every time I come across with a powerful light being, and I ask during my session to that light being that is talking through the person that I'm doing the hypnosis session to, that powerful being, and always saying the same thing. What do you feel in your heart? What is what you feel that your heart is telling you? And that is the answer. And they never tells you what to do. They always make another question back. They always answer with a question back, saying, what is truly what you feel in your heart? That's the answer. Whether your mind tells you one thing, whether fear tells you another thing, that's the answer. You don't know how to do it. Just do it and trust that everything will manifest. It will do manifest. And we are putting that door there sometimes, and it's us not letting the natural process, like we said before, to unfold. But yeah, this happens, I tell 99.9% of the time, and neither is an expert on that, because I think I've done like 9 sessions already on her. And then this beautiful light beings, they always come back like, what are you feeling, Naida? What are you feeling? And then Naida answers back and says, so that's it, you know it. You know it. Stop looking for something else if it's there in front of your eyes. And sometimes are the most simple actions and situations that we try to avoid, and we just don't want to see it. There are so many things out there, like exercises where they tell you, check out where this thing is in this photograph. And then you look in the photograph and you never find it. But then they tell you the solution. And then you look at it and you say, my God, it was in front of my nose all the time. And that happens with life most of the time as well. It's there, but we just avoid it. We just don't want to see the answer that we already know. Why? Because that answer is the one that we don't want to receive. We don't want to go through that toughness. We don't want to go through moving papers, bureaucracy, and so many things that we did really reject. But I had to, like a citizen or a resident here in UK, I had to do that also. And when I was in Spain, before coming to as an immigrant to UK, I had to do the same. I mean, that was another Ismail. Now there is another Ismail, and here in UK since 2003, I have been through 4 different Ismails, changing jobs, changing the whole thing. And if you contact to one of these Ismail, you find out that none of them is the same. None. Completely different, outside and inside, in every single way. I had to transform like a butterfly, like a caterpillar into a butterfly, like 4 or 5 times here in UK. That's it. That's it, love. That's it. And we don't like the process of metamorphosis, but because it's painful, but like it is for the butterfly. These are natural processes. We don't like. We try to avoid it as much as we can. We wait until the last option to avoid that, but we end transforming and becoming the butterfly, whether we want it or not, because our soul is heading that way. Our soul is determined to reach that place. So let's see what Naida has there, and let's see if what she brings today, it has any resonance or resonates with what we say all along this session. Naida, tu turno.
Yes, voy.
So she'll be speaking and translating as she tells me.
A ver, el portal de esta semana según he ido entendiendo, va acorde a lo que se ha estado hablando.
The portal from this week, as I've been getting some information from my guides, it has a lot to do with what you've been talking, guys and girls.
Hay muchas personas en las que estamos pasando una transición, muchas personas a nivel mundial.
There are many people who are going through a transition in a worldwide way.
Y en esa etapa de transición somos muy sensibles,
And
tanto por influencia de nuestra propia mente, por el ego, influencias negativas del exterior, etc., etc.
But we are so sensitive that we have this tendency to fall into these, what we call difficulties, very easily because of that sensitivity that is becoming more and more powerful as well. So on one hand, we are becoming more sensitive. On the other hand, we have to face more things at the same time. And then it's so easy to fall into the programming from the past, plus everything that we are feeling in every single second. So we fall into feeling that and into losing all our self-awareness of the big picture, only focusing that is causing us pain. Frase corta, por favor.
Sí. Y lo que hace este portal es recordarnos que somos luz y tenemos mucha fuerza.
And this portal is there reminding us that we are light and that we have the power and strength to face every single thing. So again, I repeat, Naida and I, we haven't talked about this portal before. She started like a month ago not telling me what it's about or what she's doing or creating, and she's leaving this for me to get this surprise also in the group. And again, this is showing to the world again that everything is connected and everything is resonating. I haven't talked about these sessions today with Naida at all. We haven't talked about the portal. We've been talking more about our personal lives, but nothing to do with this group today or anything. We just come to this group to, like you, girls and boys and everyone, naturally, just to experience what we are all experiencing here. So once more, like every week and every time and more, we live these synchronicities that they are mind-blowing and jaw-falling because that's what made me feel well, I experiencing as I am listening to her and translating. So I do experience it like in two ways, and it's incredible. It's so beautiful. It's magnificent. Yes. So she's gonna start showing portals. I'm going to pin her screen. Do you all see the screen in big now? Her screen. If you don't, you can click on the right corner at the top and click pin her screen there. And you will see Naida in big because she's gonna start showing these portals.
El portal que he visto durante la meditación.
This is the portal that she saw during the meditation.
It's beautiful.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
I love it so much.
You can also unmute if you have something to say or you feel something about about the portal, this is also a moment for expression and for whatever it comes through to show it out there. Yes, ¿querías decir algo, Naida?
No, no, es que se me
Ah,
había
vale.
caído el
Vale.
papel. Durante all blessing.
Oh, that's beautiful.
For these are all the blessings
Wow, wow, wow. So cool.
together. And that shows our beauty when we come together is so powerful. So powerful. And that is a sign. The cuckoo. In the
Yes, sorry about that. That was me. That was my end.
I love that, Wilma. That was so nice. So much in synchronicity as well.
In my intention.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah.
Very cool.
Y el mensaje,
There is a message with this portal.
el miedo existe para que aprendáis
Fear exists there for you to learn,
a ver vuestra luz y manteneros en ella.
to see your own light and keep yourselves in your own light.
That's the last portal with that message.
Yes. Sometimes they come with messages. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes it's for everyone to interpret it. They can come with different messages as well as the light languages. And sometimes they come through NAIDA with a particular message that they want to sort of leave there for humanity. But yeah, did you feel something similar, Mandy, when you were looking at?
I feel like I've seen that last shape once before I was going to bed like 2 months ago, and I'm like, what is this? That's why I'm blown away looking at it.
Well, that's a reminder then to remind you that to be the light, to remind you that you have that light, the light that you are. Yes,
Amazing.
definitely. Mandy ha visto ese portal antes, dice.
Sí.
Y que lo vio como arriba. Y bueno, y me ha dicho que si ese mensaje venía con el portal. Y digo, sí. Y digo, but again, in Mandy, that message can be the message, but any other message that might come to your heart when you look at this portal is also the message. We need to keep reminding ourselves that, because it's multiple messages that we can feel from only one portal, like we do with sign light languages or with light languages. Yeah. Naida.
En intención inanna.
Wow.
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 I feel it so much. Wow.
That is powerful. Oh.
So beautiful, powerful.
The next is intention for Tawa.
Wow.
That's so Tawa. That's Tawa. So beautiful. By the way, Tawa sent his love to everyone They also thank you for sharing the strong light that we had together here during all this group, during the session. And he say, hopefully we will connect at some point in Facebook. And he sends blessings and unconditional love to everyone. And Naida also deserves this message. So, Tawasei dice que gracias por compartir la luz poderosa. Mantengámonos conectados. Espero que tengamos contacto a través de Facebook. Os envío mis bendiciones y mi amor incondicional.
One kiss, Tawa. An intention for Elle.
Wow. Wow.
In these portals, they made me laugh a lot because I do see yourself so much on them. It's like, it's incredible. And at the same time, I see the how they complement everything we've been saying. Everything we've been saying is one thing altogether. That's what we've been doing since we started. When you go through the whole experience, everything has been the same thing unfolding, coming from each of us, and now it's coming through the portals as well. And then I feel also that completeness or connectedness. Gracias, Naida. ¿Hay más?
Yes, one more.
One more.
And an intention for Arilla.
Beautiful.
Just say Aria, or is it me, or?
Yes, it's for you. It's for
Arilla. Yeah. We just pronounce it in Spanish. Sorry, instead of sorry our French, sorry our Spanish. We just read it as we read it in Spanish, Arilla. It's very sweet, actually, when we pronounce it in our language. Look at that. That is a big sign.
El mensaje.
Ahora. She's using, Naida is using the portal to go somewhere.
El mensaje en la intención de Arilla es: experimentad todo lo que sintáis.
Experiment or experience everything that you are feeling at all times.
Sin olvidaros nunca de divertiros con cada experiencia.
Without forgetting to have some joy with each experience. So you are doing that already.
Yeah.
Ari, you are doing that. You are having fun. You are having also the solid and dense thing. Now you just need to act on the solid thing. That's it. And keep having that fun. Keep dancing. That you do that a lot. I know that. Keep being the wonderful being that you are. And like this wonderful portal that tells me a lot of the beauty that you really emanate out. And then keep going. It's just keep going. Trust and keep going. But yeah, you're doing it already. Yeah, Naida.
Y lo que estaba sintiendo mientras ella estaba expresando su intención.
And what Naida felt whilst you were expressing everything you were saying about your intention
era
was
relájate,
relax,
párate
stop yourself for
y
a moment,
siente lo
and
que quieres hacer.
and feel what you want to do.
Confirmation, because that's exactly how I'm trying to do that, but then it's the fear stops me.
The fear is the fear. So the fear is the part of that lesson or the sign that we still need to overcome.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Not meaning that you need to focus in the fear. Not meaning that you need to focus in your light and look at your fear from your light. And then from there, you overcome the fear. And from what Naida say, no? By stopping yourself, feel, and go ahead. Walk ahead.
Good confirmation.
Incredible confirmation. And this is the wonderful thing. A lot of people question ourselves working together in different languages, but this is one of the reasons. This is one of the reasons. Naida is not understanding the English itself like everyone here in the group. She never got that lessons, and if she got some lessons were a few times in the past, but she had this wonderful connection to the everything. And the more hypnosis session that we've done, we have increased this connection, and we have made her channel wider and bigger. And then she just trusts. She just know that whatever it comes, I don't know what you've been talking all along. I have a sense of knowing what you've been talking for the last 3 hours, but I'm just gonna say, and let's see what happened out there, or let's see how you react. And then she had to go through fear as well to have this courage to do this, and to be here with me, and to, like she did, no, that she signed this contract in this lifetime with me, and we do so much work together, whether if it's in Portuguese, whether if it's in Spanish or in English. But this is why it's because there is a reason behind that. For a long time we have believed that languages are boundaries that truly separate us. They are not. This is a proof that it's not, because you've been saying everything that we've been saying from the very beginning without us gathering previously before, and we've been connecting perfectly. So scientific minds, there you are. For those scientific minds in the world who still doubt about our madness, this is our madness manifested. Yes, Aria.
Oh, I wanted to ask, so this is what came through to me, and I'm not sure exactly.
Wow.
Some grounding and like right now, like during our thing, and I was wondering if she could read, because I channel a lot of stuff, like different portals too, like this stuff, but I'm not very good at, I'm not like know exactly what it means.
Maybe it's not for you to know what it means.
I know that it's all like light and activations for DNA, but not exact meaning, like, and maybe it doesn't really matter.
Maybe without the maybe. It is just what you say. It means many of them, and this is something that I have got the confirmation through many light beams from the hypnosis, is that these portals or these symbols or these signs, they already work on us. It's only our mind trying to give an interpretation to it. And if we find that our mind doesn't get an interpretation, we feel like
in bracket again, like it has no meaning. It's not true. It is acting in many multidimensional levels in the person just by looking at it. Just by looking. That's the meaning. Sometimes the meaning is something that you feel in your heart straight away from the portal. Sometimes it's something that in a conscious level you don't get, or from the mind you just don't get. And then that doesn't mean, again, that you didn't get it. You got it. And it's in your cells. By just looking at it, we have this ability, by looking at this geometry and combination and figures and forms, to just get the message, like if we were a scanner. Like, when the scan is done, integrates automatically. This is how powerful these portals are. And our minds trick us again by putting these important portals like in a lower level of importance, just because the mind cannot interpret those portals. But they are actually more powerful than even the ones that we can interpret with our mind. They are much beyond powerful, because once we do the scan, it goes straight away to every single cell in our body. Yeah. And yes, you are always, every week, every time, very welcome to show us anything, because that's what happens. When you show to the world that's what they are doing. They're going to do the scan, and automatically they're going to get the upgrading, activation. God knows what it is. But we don't need to know. That's the message I keep getting. You don't need to know everything. You want to know everything, but there is no way that you can know everything with the human mind at this level. So stop fighting the nature of your being. Stop fighting and trust that it has been delivered to you as a channel. If you have felt it with all that beauty that shows, there is a reason behind, despite the fact that we might be aware of it or not. But there is a much more powerful meaning behind that blows our mind, and our mind just don't understand it, just don't get it. Our hearts might, but there is something beyond the level of our hearts, what our hearts can get and do not get. There is something which is just by looking at it. And those, to me, are the most powerful. When most in society will say, no, they don't tell me anything, really, they are not important. And we discriminate them. And no, I think they should be the first ones to be exposed there, because it's just by a reading how they take effect.
Yeah, I usually post, not everything. I have a lot that I haven't, I post on Instagram transmissions, light language and activations, but it's still not everything. I know I have to, I know I'm but yeah.
Post them, Aria, post them. But I mean, if you feel it in your heart, obviously, I'm not saying you have to post it. No.
Okay. I feel it in my heart, but I don't like to sit with my phone too much.
That is free will for
little by little.
Little by little, but yeah, bear in mind that they are, many of them, they are very powerful and they are meant to be shown. That's why we are channeling them, and they are not necessarily come with a form of meaning in our mind or in our heart in any way, just by scanning the portal. I get lost in them, honestly. When I'm going through Facebook and there is not an explanation on them or something, I just look at them and I get lost. And then I look at the time, and maybe half an hour have passed just by looking at one portal. So imagine how many people might be there having an experience like I do, or like I have. Or many of them, they just need to see one of them in order to activate that part on them. And So yeah. Naida, yes, nos vamos a ir pronto.
Okay.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Show that again. Show that again, Arilla. Yeah, I didn't mean to rush it.
The light, 1 second, to make it with the light, because it's no fear.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Wow. Yeah. When you publish those portals, I get lost. I get lost in every single symbol, and for some reason, I don't know. I mean, truly, I don't know with my conscious mind, but I know that I live a lifetime where I could understand those symbols and signs, and that's telling me something in my heart and makes me feel good. It really makes me feel good. So I do believe that there are many people out there feeling good by looking at them. Look at that. Beautiful. And this one has a form and a shape of a face that can make us feel one thing or another. But again, they don't need to have a form, really. A geometrical symbol is already a form and tell us and has a lot of meaning behind. We might not be again aware of it just yet, but we are getting the meaningful energy that they carry within. So yeah, thank you, Arilla, for sharing your beautiful portals. From my heart, please do share them, because they are beautiful. They are really beautiful. Like I say to Naida from the very beginning, she started channeling them. Please go out there, the wall. We love and appreciate all of this, as well as anything that you have in your hearts. The love is gonna appreciate it. It's gonna appreciate it. You never know what person in what corner of the world is gonna come across with that portal or with that message or with that feeling that you had and say, "Oh my God, I felt the same," or "Oh my God, I really feel you," or really, yeah, yeah. Go
Sometimes
ahead.
I post something and someone is like, "Oh, I already seen like some symbols, like some parts of it, like in my visions before," and like stuff like that. It's really powerful.
Yes, please be expression, be love in action and in expression. And
Yeah,
thank you
I'm so
all.
grateful. I'm so grateful. It was beyond activating, guys. Beyond
It
activating.
was.
And like whole the Zoom call, it's just, I feel already like, oh, now I need to process it all.
Look at all of you. We are all in that state of bliss.
Yeah, I love you all so much, and all the ones who will tune in recording. Thank you so much for your energy and co-creation. I gotta leave now. I love you so much, and until another now, like, I love you.
I love you, Inanna. I love you all. Thank you for coming. Thank you for another week here. And you're always welcome. Everyone. Bye-bye. God bless. And have a wonderful.
Thank you, everyone. Love you. Bye.